First up, a rock and roll relic that bears all the scars of an exceptional career.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, bit of a rare beast, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Very nice, though.
Yeah, definitely had a hard life.
Well used.
For Toby from Berkshire, this isn't just an instrument, it's the sound of his hero. And he's hoping organ specialist David Burville can make it sing.
Hi there.
Hello.
This is really nice. Tell us a bit more about it.
Well, this used to belong to Dave Greenfield, who was the keyboard player of the Stranglers.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the actual keyboard. He recorded all the big hits, No More Heroes.
It's like the group, the Stranglers.
The Stranglers. Yeah, it's called a Hona Sembalette, and this is the one.
It's a bit of history here.
Hugely. Would have toured with it for hundreds and hundreds of gigs, hence all of these battle scars. Every mark on here tells a story.
You say No More Heroes, but he sounded like a massive hero to you.
100%, yeah. He's my hero. I'm a keyboard player myself, and Dave inspired me to play the keyboards. I remember when I first heard the Stranglers, I was about 11. I was at school, and a mate had a cassette, and as soon as I heard it, it was like, wow.
Hooked.
And I actually did have some success in a band called Rialto. I was on Top of the Pops and TFI Friday.
So did you ever actually get to meet Dave?
I did. I met him at an after-show party on one of their tours. My band at the time had just been dropped by a record label, and Dave signed a napkin that said to Toby, "Don't give up the keyboards." Yeah, it's quite dispiriting when you get your lucky break and then it falls away from you. So, yeah, it was hugely motivating for me. Dave passed in 2020.
Oh, no, did he really?
Yeah, and he was lost, so...
Did they stay together, or...?
Well, this is an interesting part of the story because I got a phone call a few months after Dave's passing, being invited to join the band.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
And I am now the keyboard player in the Stranglers.
Are you?
Yeah.
You kept that quiet?
The pinch me moments just keep coming, you know what I mean? It's, I kept in contact. I knew the management. They knew I was a massive fan of Dave and I could play all the parts. I remember that first moment where JJ started his bass up and did the beginning of No More Heroes, which is like a classic riff. Hairs on the back of my neck just went up and it's like, wow.
What an honour for you to be playing with the rest of the guys.
I feel very privileged, and, you know, to go from fan to the band, and as a consequence of being the keyboard player in the Stranglers, I was presented with his original keyboard.
This is a real one-of-a-kind, unique thing to work on.
Oh, it's massive, absolutely massive. What would you like me to do to it?
Well, I would love to have it in working order so I can play it.
You've never heard this work before?
I mean, I've heard it historically on records,
Yeah.
but no, I've never heard this keyboard working because unfortunately it's broken. But I would like to sort of try and preserve the character because there's a lot of history.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anyone better to do that. So, you know, thank you very much.
Pleasure. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.
This is amazing.
I know, absolutely unbelievable. History before us.
There's a lot that needs doing, Dave.
Yeah.
First of all, lift to the bench.
Yes, please. As a kid, I remember listening to records of the Stranglers. So I'm really privileged to be able to work on this instrument. The little things which are actually producing the sound are effectively accordion reeds. This little plastic thing with a rubber piece on the end of it is actually the plucker, and that literally plucks the end of the reed, giving you a nice note. Unfortunately, the rubber is literally rotting, it's degrading, so that needs replacing. Now, the reeds are connected via 2 wires to a circuit board. I'm going to ask Mark if he can see whether he can get it working again. I'm going to get the keys back to how they were when Dave was actually playing them. Toby's really keen on keeping the patina of the case, but I think the first thing I've got to do is to get this reed unit out, then I can get the keyboard out, and then I can see what I'm working with.
to the stage now, as David has stripped the keyboard back to its bare bones.
Well, I've now managed to get all of the parts cleaned so I can actually start to put the reeds back in the block. The reeds are all nice and shiny, and fortunately no cracking, no fracturing. Now, when the reed vibrates, it's actually moving up and down next to this little pickup. So the tongue flapping up and down next to it, that's creating a very weak magnetic field. That's then transferred along the brass strip to the amplifier. This is really tricky, actually lining everything up. The pickup has got to be so close to the tongue, but I need just the finest of gap so that if the metal expands, then it won't start to rub and actually interfere with the note. So that's 7 reeds installed. I've just got 54 more to go. I think I might need a cup of tea. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
So this is the electronics from the keyboard from the Stranglers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
crikey,
yeah.
I remember them.
Yeah.
And look at that. Strangler's hair. There's a few in there.
Could be worth a fortune.
It could be, couldn't it? OK, leave it with me.
Lovely. Thank you, mate.
I'll see if I can work it out.
Cheers.
I'm using a multimeter, and in effect, I just want to see if current is flowing from one part of the component to the other. And then that'll give me a level of confidence to think that it's generally OK. All the components seem to be functional apart from one, and that is this little lighter here. This light bulb is used in a circuit in a very special way. It actually allows the sound to pass through so you can actually hear it. In fact, this little part of the board here, this coil, is like an oscillator, which means it's doing this. In this case, for a keyboard, and that will be going pulsing at the same time. That pulsation then emits light to this device here, which is a light-dependent resistor, and that light-dependent resistor allows that signal to be amplified. You can hear it. The bulb's blown, so it's completely silent. What I'm going to do is replace that bulb and at the same time rewire some of these cables as well.
Every note on the Strangler's keyboard depends on a tiny piece of rubber no bigger than a thumbnail. And David's got 61 to make.
So these would have been moulded originally, and I've now got to try and recreate them. And you can see that this is quite a complicated shape. You've got this V groove in the middle, which is the hinge. Then you've got the slope at the top, which plucks the reed. These need to be really accurately made in order for the notes to play all consistently. I'm going to use a sheet of 2mm thick rubber, and I've made a little tool, and it just uses a scalpel blade. So I can run this along a ruler and cut those angles to recreate one long strip, which I can then cut off into sections. That's cut a really nice angled edge. That is the plucking edge. The groove needs 2 individual cuts, hopefully enough to get a nice hinge effect. So that actually looks really quite good, nice and flexible, and I've got a nice straight plucking edge. I can now cut all the individual pluckers from this length. That should fit nicely into the holder. And that does actually look like it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So That's really nice. So now that can actually be mounted in. Then it's just a case of getting the rest of them done.
With the inner mechanics restored and the wiring back in place, it's time to find out if this keyboard still has a voice.
Oh, Mark.
Hi.
How you getting on?
There was a little bit to do. It's funny enough, I know it sounds daft having to change a bulb.
Really?
But the bulb is part of electronic circuitry. So in theory, it should work.
It should actually work. Wow.
Yeah. Shall we test it?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Look, I'm not nervous at all. Right, let's put this in first.
Yeah,
I'll turn that on.
yeah. So that light bulb's on.
Yep, that's good. Now, if you hit the switch there, that's a vibrato, and it should actually then flash.
Well, it's looking promising.
It is.
Right, well, we'll see what it does.
Okay.
Anyway.
Here you see.
Oh! Hey, it made it.
Hey!
So I've just got the keys to put in it now, and then it's almost ready to play.
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, it's going to be great. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
With the components of the keyboard working in harmony. Before the curtain rises, David is adding one last note to seal in the marks and memories that make this a unique piece of rock history.
Well, at last, the keyboard is back together. This has been such a wonderful project to work on. What I do want to do is just give this case a nice coat of shellac polish. This will help to seal in all of that patina, and it would give that a nice protective coat. It does give a nice sheen, and it will actually bring back that beautiful golden brown. Great, so I've just got that to do on the rest of the case, and then it'll be stage ready.
When the keyboard arrived, this rock and roll relic was silent and powerless to perform.
Very nice, David.
Come up all right, isn't it?
Oh, beautiful. Have you been up my polish?
Maybe a little bit.
Now Toby has returned, eager to hear the unique sound that set him on his path, and to play the keys once touched by his hero.
Hiya, Toby.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not sure.
That's quite a big day for you, isn't it?
It is. To have the actual keyboard that Dave played and recorded most of the hits on, and it's actually under this and here. Yeah, I'm surprisingly nervous, actually. You know, I've never heard it played, only on records.
Itching to listen to it, aren't you?
Shall we get on with it?
Would you like to see what David's done for you?
I'd love to, yeah.
Right. Here we go.
Ooh. Wow. I'm a bit speechless, actually. I mean, that's incredible, because we had a conversation about preserving the character and not just making it like a brand new one, and you've done that perfectly. Yeah. I'm speechless, sorry.
Now, we know David has done a great job with the casework, but we've come to listen to some music.
Okay.
Right? Do you want to hear this play?
I'd love to, yeah. Okay, the moment of truth. That's the sound.
Hey, listen to that.
That's the sound.
That's really good.
I learnt No More Heroes when I was a teenager. It's the iconic song you associate with this instrument. He recorded all those iconic songs and played it live on these keys.
It's amazing, isn't it? Can we get an encore, please? Hey! It's been a real honour to have this in the barn, and also fantastic to have a member of the Stranglers come and play for us, so thank you.
Guys, I can't thank you enough. What you've done here is incredible. It's blown my mind here. Thank you. It was beautiful to play. It's really silky smooth. It plays like a new keyboard. But he's kept all the character, all the marks, and I'd like to think Dave would approve. Thanks, David.
Take care, Toby. All the best. Take care. Goodbye,
Star.
mate. Awesome.
Good job, mate.
Thank you,
Well
mate.
done.
Thank you.